Hi everyone, today I'm going to be using my Astro Imaging tool on my own H8 data of the Orion Nebula. One nice thing about developing the tool is that I get access to the full version. Unlike the web app, I'm not limited to a 600 kilobyte image. Here are some images of the original and the sharpened image. Here they are side by side and zoomed in. The original stretched image is on the left and the sharpened image is on the right. To get a better idea of how well it's sharpening, let's overlay the original over the sharpened image and then remove it. As you can see, the sharpening tool brings out a lot of the detail, but it still needs some work, and I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and see how I stretched and compared the data in Siril. After loading my stacked calibrated image into Siril, I did a quick auto stretch just to see what the data looked like. I then used the generalized hyperbolic stretch transformation tool to bring out the detail. First I zoomed into the histogram, set my symmetry point, and played around with the local stretch intensity and stretch factor to get an initial stretch. After applying those changes, I repeated the process one more time. I generally like seeing the fainter details, even at the expense of stretching the data a little bit too much. But hey, who doesn't do that? I then saved the image as a TIFF file with no compression. Opening up my full version of the sharpening tool, I loaded the image and waited about 10 minutes. The larger the image, the longer things take. I should have left the chunk size setting at its default, and that may have contributed to how long it took. Remember, the preview isn't really a good representation of the final image. After saving the image, I put both images in GIMP. Let's pan around and look at the differences between the sharpened and original image. The original image is of course softer and it doesn't have as much noise, but zooming into parts of the nebula you can see how the sharpening tool is bringing out the detail, making things less blurry. At this point, you could set the opacity of the sharpened image to something less than 100%, maybe like 60%. Or, as I did here, you could change the mode to soft light. I think soft light is somewhat of a compromise between the sharpened yet more noisy image and the original soft image. Anyway, the tool still needs some work and I could use your help. Check out my previous video on how to use the web app and send me your original image and the sharpened image that you get from the tool to deepskydetail@gmail.com. I can then use those results to improve the app. Clear skies, and don't forget to like and subscribe.